Welcome to Crumpets and Kerosene, an actual play 5th edition podcast. I am your very special Christmas host for this month, Lee Baldwin. Around the table, we do have a full group today. So we're going to start with Kelly with his brand new character, Kanat. And I'm going to ask, what is Kanat's, what is the best gift he's ever received for Christmas?
Oh, all right. Oh, best gift. I think his best gift was his father acknowledging him. Yeah, best gift. Yeah.
I mean, that's good though. He's still young. It's a good time to acknowledge your children.
Oh, you exist.
And a shitload of candy canes.
Okay. How about Allison? What is Sophie's favorite gift that she's ever received?
Well, when Sophie was very young, one of her friends went missing and was never found again.
Oh my God,
and her dad, who was a toy maker, gave her a doll that looks just like her.
Oh.
So that was the best gift she ever received.
So it's like you never lost your friend.
Yeah. The hair smells just the same.
Totally going to put that in a dungeon for you. It's going to be your
That's some dark shit right there.
Oh, I love it. It's very good.
Thank you.
They used to have this company called My Twin that would make dolls that look like your kid, and they did a comedy review on one of my Red Letter Media. They did, and it's really weird and fucked up, but I love it.
Jesus, the true crimes of Crumpets and Kerosene.
Well, it was just a comedic review of the video, but yeah. How about Seth? What is Merle's favorite gift?
Merle's favorite gift. He was given a bullwhip one year for Christmas. Big old 8-foot bullwhip, and he loves it. And I totally Seth doesn't have a bullwhip. It's totally Merle. There's nothing intimate or weird about a bullwhip, by the way. Anybody's ever
can knock cans off a fence. Be cool.
Yeah, from 8 feet away. There's nothing intimate about that. So it's not weird.
Yeah, there's nothing weird about it until you start really adamantly being like, it's not weird.
Nothing
when no
weird.
I mean, you could really work from one room and slap into the bedrooms. I mean, I
don't know how in depth you want to go with this, but when I first got that whip, because I did get a whip, I had a buddy who we were drinking, and he said, and for Seth's next trick, he's gonna whip this lit cigarette out of my ass, and he literally took a lit cigarette, put it in his ass crack, and I whipped the cigarette.
His ass crack. Okay,
that's a little. That was not what I
thought. It's not like you can spin it in there.
Just sort of
stuck it in. And I
imagine those burns.
I hit him so hard with that whip that he jumped 3 feet in the air. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I'm
Thank
sure
God
it did
I don't
not
have
go
friendships
well.
like you do.
Yeah, we don't talk about those things.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, Brent, how about Jason? What kind of gifts does he like on Christmas?
As I said last time, Jason didn't really grow up with Christmas. So the first time he really experienced Christmas was his junior year in college. And he came into his dorm room and found a cheerleader with just a bow.
Ooh.
So
was she awake? Wait a minute, was she awake?
Well, she was at the time.
Right?
Okay, good.
And now she's dead.
Wait, did this bow say number 1 on it or number 2?
Oh, rude.
Oh,
What
that's rude.
Nobody's asking you, Kelly. Finish your story.
Know what that means.
She was number 1 and number 2 in
that one. All right. How sweet, I guess.
Brent just graduated from college, by the way, everybody. So.
All right. So I believe last time we left off, we were camping in front of the cave. You guys decided to take a short rest, and we were debating on whether we were going to take a long rest and set up a true camp.
Yeah, I thought we decided to turn that into a long rest. I thought. But
we did all of our hit dice and all of our stuff because I only have 7.
Okay.
Only down 7.
I thought it was a short rest.
Yeah, I'll let that go.
So be it.
I mean, definitely like camping in the snow would be pretty rough. But
Yeah, that would be.
You have a chilly night and manage to huddle up, then get a good long rest.
Okay.
Okay. The cave opening is in front of you. What do you guys do?
We're
You gonna
kids.
enter?
We're not going.
I'm definitely going.
All right. We'll follow.
Well, sorry, Merle is definitely going.
Let's follow Uncle Mel.
Yay! Forward legs. What?
Are you guys still stacked together?
That's how we're staying warm.
For now, yeah. Okay.
We might
Jason.
find something that's like just for adults in the cave, so we need to make sure we're prepared for this.
Exactly.
Fair enough. Okay.
You following in, Jason?
Yeah.
Okay. So you
Yeah,
guys
so I
walk
guess
in.
Merle will take point.
Okay. You guys walk into the cave, and it's sort of like a narrow opening for a little bit. You guys have to walk single file. But then it opens up into a cavern. It's very hard to see in here, but you feel like you can hear stuff moving around.
Right.
Does anyone have dark vision?
I
Now
do.
is the time to tell me.
Oh, well,
Nope.
if we're doing that, have we? Did we level at all in the last 2 episodes?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Good.
I'm going to tap the back of Merle's head and cast light.
On the back of his head?
Well, on the top of it.
Okay.
So I'm a
Are you
beacon
wearing
of
your
light right now?
Oh,
I'm
wait,
not
are
sure.
you wearing-
I think it has to be an object. I'm not sure you're actually allowed
He
to
has a
cast it on
helmet,
the
doesn't he?
creature.
I do have a
got-
helmet.
Okay.
Actually, you have a very festive little hat, if you remember.
Oh, yeah.
That is now casting light.
So if it has a little ball on the end of it, I'm putting it.
It's
You're
like-
lighting up his
like a cinnamon
ball.
stick and yeah, some holly. Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. So now I'm a beacon. So Merle wants to just kind of like look around and make sure there are no like tripwires or traps or anything. So he's gonna.
Okay. As you walk forward, you I mean, you can make like a perception check if you want.
I have dark
Yes.
vision for 60 feet.
Cool. We'll describe what you see in just a second then.
I mean, I don't
So 15 all day for perception.
15? Okay, so you don't run into any like traps right away. As you walk forward, you hear some scrambling and yelling. And you can see there is a sort of rickety bridge between 2 holes in the cave walls. And there's 2 goblins on top of them. And on the far side of the cave, there is some like wooden stairs leading downwards. And the 2 goblins are looking down at you, and as they come into light, they're like, "Hey, get out of here!"
No.
I knock
Uncle
an arrow to my bowstring.
It's
Uh,
Mike and the boys.
All right, here we go. Roll initiative.
Well, I didn't say I was gonna shoot him. I'm just holding the bow up, like.
You just got it ready.
You're threatening them though, and
Yeah.
now they are
I,
scared.
I do the
All right.
same. Yay, bow time! And I like,
All right, initiative then.
Okay, so they are about like 20 feet above you, but
I
you're
got it.
still like kind of far back. So
I got an 18.
Oh, yeah, I got 17 on the die plus 7, so 24 on initiative.
Well, yeah, I gotta use real dice in this one. Hang on.
I'm sorry. What'd you say, Seth?
24.
Damn. Okay.
We need
21.
14.
Alexa, Apple.
So the legs have 21, but the top has an 18.
Yeah.
I'm
Cool.
gonna kick things really fast.
Jason, what did you say?
14.
14.
You're gonna
Okay.
shoot an arrow from our midsection? That's badass.
All
That
right,
person fired 2 arrows from its body?
She could cast spells from the midsection.
Hell
you said
yeah.
21, Allison, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Magic missile or chain lightning from the midsection?
Little finger
it's
sticks
gonna-
out a buttonhole and just goes, "You."
Okay, so it looks like you're going first, Merle. How convenient.
Merle. So you said there's 2 goblins.
Yep, they are on the bridge. If you're gonna be like shooting at them, they're probably about 30 feet away. Okay. They're like above you, but still kind of far away.
So I'm gonna raise my bow and take aim on one of them, and I'm gonna try and intimidate this goblin with one action, and say I will literally put this through your eyeball.
Okay. Roll intimidate check.
Oh, that's a nat 20. Plus 5, 25.
That's so funny. Okay, he squeaks and runs away.
Okay.
And he runs out off of the bridge and into the hole that you saw before.
Okay.
I think that'll be it, right? Made a check?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna, Looks good.
So next is going to be Allison.
Okay, so there's there's one goblin still standing up there.
Yeah, there. He kind of looks over at his friend. He's like, "Ah, damn it!"
I am going to cast at 3rd level. I'm going to cast Witch Bolt.
Ooh, fun.
Sweet.
So that is dirty 20 to hit.
That'll hit. Yep.
And 3d12. Oh, I never use d12s. Fuck.
As I go to before I notch my bow, I do a Superman pose. It fires a shot towards him, and then I.
As the bow comes out, the bolt comes out of the bottom of the coat.
Yeah.
That is 18 damage. It's just like a bolt of purple energy shooting out from around the crotch area.
Yeah, crotch height or so.
Yeah.
Okay, he is not looking good. He just takes that hit and he's crumples to his knees and he's like, ah!
Followed by yay!
So it's going to be Kanat's turn.
And since he's down on his knees, I'm going to fire an arrow through his face.
Mm-hmm.
Seems appropriate.
I was gonna give these guys a chance to
19 plus.
You hit it.
Okay. I don't know why I'm using D&D Beyond. I need to start some of these new dice. 11D.
11 damage?
Yep.
Yeah, he goes down. You shoot right through his mouth, and you see him kind of collapse on the bridge, and his bow and a rusty sword falls to the ground.
Yay, Uncle Merle, that's how you kill him. And I notch
well
it.
done.
And for my second attack, I'm gonna basically hold it. So that I'm ready.
Okay. Yeah, you can still hear fading footsteps as the other one is fleeing.
Is that ball still glowing on my hat?
Yep.
All right, can I?
He's gonna do
can I
that for
take
an
that-
hour.
I want to take that ball. I want to rip it off the hat, and I want to stick it on the end of an arrow.
Oh, damn, I thought
Yeah, you can totally do that.
I thought you were gonna
All
throw
right,
it. I was
cool.
gonna try to shoot it.
So now you have a torch?
So
I guess?
I'm carrying my bow, not drawn but knocked, and there's an arrow on it that's pointing with light. So if I fire that arrow, the light goes with it.
That's true. I was gonna say you will lose your light. So
Wrap some cloth
keep that
around
in
it and you'll have a flashlight.
All right, so I guess I'm gonna go investigate the body of the goblin.
it is on a bridge above you. You can't
Oh, so we
reach
can't
it.
go to it. Oh wait. Yes, I can.
You could if you do
Is
something.
there a way to climb up there? Is there
Yeah, you could climb the wall next to the bridge and get over there. It's only about 20 feet above you.
Yeah, so I use the innate ability with my my cloak of Arachnida that I'm currently wearing, and climb up the wall.
When he's about halfway up, can I use Mage Hand to grab the goblin by the collar and just yoink him off the edge?
Mage Hand. How much can Mage Hand pull?
5
It's
pounds.
only 5 pounds.
Goblins don't weigh
pounds.
that much, right?
They weigh more than 5 pounds.
Is it maybe it's a very tiny goblin?
You can pull on his
10 pounds.
10
10 pounds.
You can pull on his shirt if you are trying. You can't move his entire body, but you could probably get a belt loose or a backpack or something if you
I might
want.
pull the arrow out of his face
Good.
if it drags with
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, what if he's got a bag or something that looks like it has loot,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna
he's
take
got
that.
a
And...
pouch on his like side hip that you could grab.
So
Yoinky
as soon
yoinky.
as you look over, you see the little hand bouncing the bag, like, and it's disappearing. What the hell?
So, aren't there are magical uses for goblins' ears, aren't there? Aren't they like they're
What?
What
Those
book
are,
are
like,
you
potion
looking
making?
in?
Can we use those for potion making?
I mean, you can
I
use
don't
all
know.
types of body parts.
Doesn't hurt to gather them, right?
I know that eyeballs and
Hurt him at least.
ears and like stuff like that. I know there's spells out there that require eyeballs and ears and stuff like that. But
And you might be able to sell them. You're not sure. You could roll like maybe an Arcana check to see if you know.
Okay. Yeah,
You're not
I'll
making a necklace, are you?
roll an Arcana check to
It's
see.
the ugliest necklace ever. Goblin ears are great, but only when they're attached to the goblin.
Lend me your ears. Here you go. Oh, God, my God.
Hey.
So I'll roll an Arcana check to see if there's anything magical about this particular goblin, and it's a 12.
This particular goblin?
I don't know if there's anything around the goblin or
This is
around
Goblin
any
Jesus.
the Arcana check.
No. So with an Arcana check about this goblin, you know that goblins often do not practice very much magic. If they do, it's more of a component-based sort of deal. They'll use like smudge sticks and like exploding powders and stuff like that. But they aren't like wizards. As far as like the ears go, don't know.
Okay.
Maybe you imagine some collectors might be interested in them, but it might be hard to find someone who's interested in shriveled goblin ears.
Okay. Well, then I'll just leave it alone then. Maybe scoop up some arrows if he's got some arrows.
He has
There's
So,
one
yeah.
through
yeah,
his
he's got
face.
3 arrows, but they're like shitty and goblin.
Fair enough.
Ish.
Shitty goblin. I don't want a
Shitty and goblin.
You could take that one that's lodged in his face.
Yeah, that's true, but it's not yours.
This is faces.
All right. Sophie, do you want to check inside the bag?
Yeah, what's in the pouch?
Roll me a d100.
I look inside the coat, so I'm like looking down.
I
put
get
the
to
coat-
use my first table.
I pulled the coat over my head and I look down to see as she's like opening it.
Okay.
That is 55.
Okay.
Big dish 55.
Bag of snakes. Ah!
Is.
It's a bag of snakes.
All right. That's such a weird one. Inside there is a tiny, like copper axe that looks like it's got like some dwarvish like little engravings on it.
Ooh.
They stole
It's just like a little trinket. There's like some little bits of hair also in this pocket and a claw
Ew!
and 5 copper.
Wait, is this a
Oh.
monkey's claw?
Check it out, guys. He was a fancy goblin. I forgot my voice.
Can I see
I'll
the
be-
hand?
It's not a hand, it's a claw. It's
Okay.
one little claw.
Oh, okay.
Do you want his toenail clipping? Is that what you're after?
Goblin, mind
No.
hang him and you can get the hand of glory.
I was gonna poke it through the hood and Arco Burrow, but it's not a hand. So.
No, it looks like it might be like a raven's claw or something. It's just like a little bit of goblin treasure, what they consider treasure, and then a shiny thing, a little tiny axe.
It's very.
Yeah. If you, what kind of roll do you make to decide an item's worth in 5th Ed? It used to be like
There is a table in there too.
investigation.
I mean, are you trying to figure out what it's worth itself, or are you trying to what are you trying to do?
As the DM, you could just make it up, like roll
Yeah,
a
but-
d10 or something. And it's
Yeah. Okay. I would say roll an investigation if you want to see how much this little thing is worth.
At the beginning of all the tables and stuff, there is a chart that lists prices.
Oh, I know how much it's worth, but I just don't
okay,
know.
okay.
I just
Fair
don't know how
enough.
she would know that.
12 plus 8, that's 20.
Oh, damn. Yep. All right. This is worth 10 silver.
I mean,
I
would
am
guess.
expert on goblin treasure.
I'm assuming a witch of sorts, she would probably have, proficiency in identifying such weird.
How do you know she's a witch?
Because
You barely know her, Kanat.
our midsection just fired lightning.
Floats.
She
We've already
fired
figured that
witch
out.
bolt.
Yeah, that's kind of a giveaway.
Looked at it, witch.
Wait,
Okay.
if she wants to levitate or like use some sort of like flying spell or whatever, if he's on her shoulders, does that work?
No.
Yeah.
It can only carry one person if a levitate spell, so he
Well,
would
they're
have to
both-
get off her shoulders.
We are both very small.
Unless you can carry him. You could try and
Probably.
carry him as levitate.
I only
That would be based on your strengths.
weigh like 25, 30 pounds.
Yeah, I can probably
She
carry.
He
probably
shoots
weighs
a bow
like-
like a man.
Yay!
All right, so
Alright, so you guys are in the cave?
yes. I'm up by the bridge, right?
Mhm.
I climbed up there. So there are two holes on either side of the bridge.
Yes, they are very small for goblins.
Okay, or canots.
You can see that they're kind of like carved. There's also stairs leading down at the other side of the cave from where you guys entered.
What's going on, Merle?
Uncle Merle's cutting ears off people's face.
What? Save some for me.
It's okay, it's a goblin, not a people.
Oh no, what have I got myself into?
Aw.
Like
I hope this
you,
was an
you're a
evil guy.
gnome, not a people. No, I'm sorry, I'm just teasing.
Aw.
Arms aside, you're right. We are better than all.
Wow. All right. So which way did the other goblin run?
He would have run to your left as you are entering the cave.
Okay. I guess Merle wants to poke his lit stick into the hole that he ran into.
Okay. You do that. It's craggy. It looks kind of like it's hand carved. It doesn't look natural. And there's like dirt and pebbles on the ground, but you don't see anything.
I would have to I'd have to get down on my hands and knees to crawl in there.
You'd have to crawl inside, yep.
All right. I take out a 45 and a K-bar and I hand him to Knot and I tell him to get in the hole.
Yay! And I jump down. Army! And
How are you going to
Carefully-
carry Kanat up there?
Oh man. I was kind of just kidding, but I actually think he should probably go in.
I carefully put the blade in my mouth and go, "Rawr!" And,
All right, so it's not a
how does
K-bar.
this work?
I do have a dagger that I can give him, but I can go down there and grab him and bring him up.
Okay. So you're going to bring him up to the bridge and put him in front of the hole. You crawl in?
Yeah. I look at him. How does this work? And I point the gun at him.
First of all.
No, don't do that. You point that end at the thing you want to hurt, and you press the bang button.
Okay.
So you crawl into the hole. Are you going gun first? How you doing?
I don't know how it works, so I'm just the blades in my mouth, and I'm my hands are crawling, and the gun's I don't know.
Okay. You get about 10 feet in, and you notice that it kind of slopes around and down, and it just keeps going. How far are you gonna go?
He just told me to go, so I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. If you keep crawling along, you kind of come across a fork of different paths. There is one that goes left, one in the middle, and one on the right.
Oh,
Merle hollers into the hole. Hey, buddy, you all right in there?
there's a three-way path.
Yeah, you better come back. You're not attached to anything.
What? I'm attached to this gun now. Wow. I crawl back. I crawl back.
Yeah. I hold my hand out for the gun.
As soon as my head pokes out, I go, "Let me tell you how I got these scars." Yeah, and I hand him the knife, and I'm like, "All right," and I hand the gun back to him. For a moment, I had power. Legs, come hither. I'm so short.
I guess maybe we should check out the stairs because it seems like that's probably the path.
You can all crawl in the goblin hole.
Well, when you phrase it like that, it sounds really appealing.
Wait, fill it with
Come
water.
on, guys, let's go crawl in the goblin
ahead.
hole.
Does anybody have an endless pouch of water? We can just flood it like a gopher hole.
Or like wave. What does everyone have for spells? Can we cast wave?
Cool ass lightning.
Alora has some spells.
I'm not that high level yet.
All right. I don't know. Merle's going to suggest that we check out the stairs and see where they go. Seems like a normal path.
Sure,
I think they go up.
They go down.
What?
They go down.
Into the mountain.
Since we
You can see that they're kind of built like into the rock a little bit.
Once we form our Voltron character, I'm gonna re-notch my bow and get it ready to fire. Since I don't really have to do much.
Okay, are you all proceeding down the stairs?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, so all of you need to roll me a percentage.
Oh
Boy.
it's like a slip and slide.
It's like there was a trap that we should have found.
37.
You didn't investigate the stairs, you looked around the room.
17. Fuck.
54.
D4.
78.
78? Okay.
Technically, we have a 54, so we should be all right.
You got to roll too, Kelly.
I did. I said 37.
Okay, 37. All
Oh,
right,
that's
so...
true. We have a 54 together. Does that count?
Nope. That's not how that works. As you're proceeding down the stairs, Jason's the only one that manages to notice. How's your order looking? Is Merle still taking point?
Yeah, we'd still be in the Merle cannot.
Okay. So, Merle, as you are going down the stairs, you feel like a sharp little prick in your foot, and you realize that the stairs have spikes in them.
Oh. Take any damage?
Yeah, you're going to take just a little tiny bit.
Oh, shit.
Just 35. Don't worry. Oh,
You're going to take 2 damage.
Okay.
Jason, you do notice these spikes before you get onto the stairs, and you can see that they are like spaced apart so that only small little feet can get through them.
You guys, watch your steps. There's some spikes on these.
After everybody walks by, you just
Right. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I definitely think so. Kanat is on top of this little contraption. So
do I need to roll dexterity
Oof.
to maintain?
Huh?
Do I need to do dexterity to maintain balance or jump back?
No, you're fine. Well, I mean, it depends on how Sophie reacts, I suppose. Sophie, you take 4 damage as you step on a spike.
I'm going to hop up and down on 1 foot. Let's see how he manages himself now.
Whee!
All right, dex save.
Grab the top of your head. Yay!
Jesus.
17 plus 21.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you managed to hold your balance. So, guys, proceed down the stairs more carefully.
You said there's a wall right next to it? Like it's along the wall?
So there's like 2 walls. Like you're going through a tunnel, and these stairs lead down into that tunnel.
Okay.
How wide is
So
it?
Merle's gonna cling to the wall.
How
'Cause he
long is
can-
the wall?
Going back. No, don't. Never mind.
Okay. Sorry, what,
So-
Merle?
Merle can, because of the cloak of Arachnida, Merle can like cling to the wall like spider climb kind of thing. He's gonna go down the wall, like follow the stairs down, but like climb down the wall so he doesn't mess around with any spikes.
Okay.
That's
They're not that long. It's only about like 30 feet to get down to the bottom of the stairs.
What are the spikes made out of?
They appear to be iron.
Okay, good. Not covered in poop.
It looks like they kind of like hit them through the bottom of the stairs so that they would stick out the top.
Clever goblins. So Merle's going to suggest to the bionic duo over here that because doesn't look like there's adult things, that maybe they should split up and one of them could take the stealth bonus from that cloak.
Fine, I jump down and I give her the cloak and I can see in the darkness. Ish.
Well, then, if you can see in the darkness, doesn't it make sense for you to have the cloak? Because then you can scout ahead.
Sure. Wait, I don't want to be in the front.
I push him in front of me.
So Kelly, while wearing this cloak, you have advantage on dexterity stealth checks in an area of dim light or darkness. You can grip the edges of the cloak with both hands and use it to fly at a speed of 40 feet. If you fail,
damn.
He's gone.
I immediately.
Bye, losers!
I circle the group.
If you ever fail to grip the cloak's edges while flying in this way, or you're no longer in dim light or darkness, you lose this flying speed and fall to the ground.
I slowly stop after a rotation and then. Fun over. Let's go.
I didn't know we could fly these traps. Anyway. So
Only he can fly.
the hallway is dark in front of you as you reach the bottom of the stairs.
Can I see down it before his weird hat gets in front of me?
What? Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty good distance. It's just kind of craggy walls. Doesn't seem to be much. If you're just proceeding to move forward, you will come upon a ledge that you can see that goes down into the darkness, and it appears that there is a pit in front of you.
What's the order? Because as soon as his little ball of light gets in front of me, I lose my dark vision. So
I think you're in front, right? Because you've got that cloak that keeps you hidden, and then it's me.
Alright, fine. Alright, I get to the edge. Hey guys, there's an edge!
But you just went all the way down that tunnel?
Well, yeah, we discussed that.
We didn't check for any traps because she's trying to kill us with traps today.
Well, you can check for traps.
I already went
Earl's checking for traps as he goes along.
Then do it.
I mean, I already said I
what
was
is that?
doing it,
Survival? Perception?
perception.
I'd say perception. Yeah.
That's perception.
Yeah.
I mean, I already made the statement that I was going down there, so I can't go back on it. So
Nah, you're fine.
look at me.
So that's a 13 on the die plus, so it's a dirty 20.
Along the hallway leading up to this edge that Kanat talked about, there is no traps.
All the spikes are going over my head, so I don't. There's nothing wrong.
It just looks kind of like this tunnel was carved out. Some of it looks more natural, but
Okay.
I did a universal symbol for stop, and at the edge. And how far is it deep? Is there like a little ledge on the other side?
it is 40 feet across. Can you see that far?
Yeah. I can
Okay,
see
so yeah, you can see the other side. You can also see that along like the ledges, along the two walls, there is like a very narrow ledge that you could maybe walk across.
Because
they had like carved out the pit. So
out of my bag, I pull out. It looks like popcorn string that goes on a tree, and I hand it to Uncle Merle. That's my rope. And I go, hang on to this, and I grab both edges of the cape, and I go, whee, and I fly to the other side.
Yeah, Merle lets go of the rope as soon as he starts flying. He's not sure about that. Well, he wants me to hold onto the rope and fly with him.
Well, it's gonna come out of my bag. It's a 60-foot rope, so that I can. I'm trying to make a bridge here, guy. All right.
I don't think he was trying to drag you across.
Drag me across.
No, that's insane.
That's what I thought you were trying to do. That's what Merle thought you were trying to do.
Okay,
so
well,
if you want to reset, we can do this.
No. You drop the rope. I go to the other side.
you fly across.
Yeah, so you just flew across the other side.
You easily fly across and land.
And I turn around and be like, "You got the oh."
Well,
all right. I tie 2
if you
candy canes
explain
to
what
the
you're
end of
trying
it,
to
and I
do.
swing it and I throw it across and see if I can get it over to him.
Make me like an attack roll.
I did
Right.
16.
Range attack roll.
22.
Yep, you throw it right across. It lands on the ground. Does anyone grab it?
Yeah, I'll grab it. So it's a candy cane, like is it like a candy cane spike, like a piton?
Yeah, it's like a graphite hook, but it's made out of candy cane. It looks like a candy cane.
Okay. All right, so I mean, Merle has like piton and hammer and stuff for sort of activities. So Merle's gonna hammer the candy cane piton into the cliff face.
I'm gonna do the same thing on my side with the little hammer thing and put it into the wall so that folks can cross. We're doing this, right? We're not just putting this out here for no reason.
Okay.
Yeah. So Merle wants to make like a solid perception check of this cavern, and because I'm a little concerned that there might be something deadly in it or above it or like something.
Okay. So just real quick, how far can light reach?
How far can that reach?
It's 30 foot, I think.
30 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna look across like down into the pit to investigate and hold your little torch out.
Yeah.
Little modified torch. You can see down into the bottom of the pit.
Spikes.
And as the light shines upon it, you see that the pit is full of snakes. They are not moving.
Nope.
Yeah, so it's
They aren't
bright light
moving.
for 20 feet and then dim light for another 20 feet.
Yeah,
So
you can see they are about like 30 feet down. So you can see them. You can see a bunch of like scaly little bodies all piled on top of each other, but they aren't moving.
Okay, so Merle is gonna climb down the walls of the pit and investigate closer. He can cling to the wall of the pit, but if they're dead snakes, then they're dead snakes. But like, Merle's curious.
Okay, yeah, you climb down. I guess roll a medicine check or survival. How much do you know
Snake
about
medicine.
snakes? Medicine.
Medicine. Okay. So that's gonna be an 11.
Snakes are dead.
Snakes are dead.
That's about all you
Episode title.
know.
Snake's dead.
Spoiler though.
Oh no.
So, all right. Yeah, so I'll climb back up. I think having more than one rope across is probably beneficial for balance. So Merle's gonna tie he's got a 50-foot hempen rope. He's gonna tie that to an end of an arrow that's not lit up by light and fire that across. And I'm just gonna holler out, "Watch your head, kid!" and fire that arrow across the gorge here.
Like towards me,
Okay.
or it's like
It's gonna
off to the side of you. Off to the side of you.
yeah, it's gonna clatter on the ground next to you. Cannot.
I kick it off. No, I grab it and I jam it into the wall and I hammer.
It's a snake.
Yeah, I take another little anchor out and I reattach, to the wall so they're within like a foot from each other, so that you can use it as
Like a brace, yeah.
So you can cross.
Okay.
Throw one leg over the top, and then one you can secure yourself to.
So
Yeah.
let me get this straight. You have one like going across basically at foot level, and then you have
Yep.
one going across at the wall, so you could like hold on and walk.
Yeah.
Is that the idea?
Yeah,
Okay.
so one's
Yeah.
low, one's high, so you can
Good,
hang on
good.
one and walk on the other.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll anchor the other end on our end over here.
Okay.
All right.
Who's gonna go across first?
Gonna test out the rope.
Jason.
Oh.
Fall into the
Jake.
snake, they all come alive. Oh, fuck!
Jason's still very cautiously making his way down the stairs.
Oh god. It's like, what do you guys see?
Tiptoeing down the stairs.
He's like, yeah, because the light left and
Oh.
He's holding his #1 trophy out in front of him. What's up there?
Okay, so if you really, how are you doing, Sophia? Where are you at?
I'm watching this. I'm not quite ready to take the chance with this rope. But when you check if snakes are alive and you find out they're dead, does that rule them out being undead?
Oh my god. We just found her army.
Did Sophie say that out loud?
It's an army of undead snakes.
I would say that out loud. I would be very
did.
concerned about the prospect of zombie snakes.
So,
He
so
doesn't know.
Merle's
Did
gonna.
someone say something about zombie snakes?
Just the
Merle's gonna-
possibility.
Merle's gonna point to his back and say, "Hop on."
To
Gonna
who?
go investigate to Sophie.
Okay, I'm gonna hop on.
We're gonna.
I'm
gonna
sorry, but
piggyback.
we gotta do this if we're gonna be constantly doing spider climb and stuff. How much can you carry? Can you carry her?
How much do you weigh?
4,000
Like a
pounds.
And let me look up the spider climb spell. Can you take someone with you even?
So let
I
me
think-
look at the.
Oh, that might be. Well, I mean, if you tied
Um,
her to him.
So it says, Cloak of Arachnidas says you have resistance to poison damage, climbing speed equal to your walking speed. You can move up and down and across vertical surfaces and upside down along ceilings while leaving your hands free. You can't be caught in webs of any sort. You can move through the webs as if they're difficult terrain. You can use an action to cast web.
I mean,
So
So
looks
it's
like
really
that's
just
the
up
thing.
to whether or not you can carry her.
Yeah. So I'm not even climbing necessarily. It's more like I'm walking. I can just walk.
Oh
on
yeah,
up.
no, it's you can just use your feet. You still have your hands available.
I would be very surprised if he couldn't carry me, because I'm probably like.
I think you
about
can
100
carry
pounds.
Sophia. I don't think you're gonna be able to carry Jason.
Oh, come
No.
on, let's try.
No, I'm not even going to try to carry Jason.
Oh.
I can
But,
cast enlarge first.
Watch the rope. Oh, look at that go!
So yeah, I'll piggyback her and we'll just start, walk down. Sophie, you can investigate the dead snakes further if you like down at the bottom of this pit.
Can I have a look just to make sure they're not zombie snakes?
So if you're specifically trying to figure out if they are being animated or possessed, I suppose do like an Arcana check.
Yep.
Halfway across the thing. Look, there's a bridge right there.
The Arcana.
How fast can you go?
I
if start
keep
cutting
trying to
them
roll on D&D Beyond. Sorry.
Don't use that.
23.
23, yeah. Nope, they're just dead snakes. With a pretty good check like that, you do notice that the air down here is really dense due to the decaying bodies.
Ugh.
Oof, methane.
I
Smells of
am
methane.
disappointed.
All those snake farts. Oh my god.
Sorry, man. It's goblins.
Are they? Can I tell if they're poisonous snakes or if there are any poisonous snakes?
Roll survival.
It's just full of coral snakes and gardens.
So that's a 15 all day.
There are some poisonous snakes, but not that many.
Okay, Merle wants to grab a couple of the poisonous snakes and bring them back up.
Okay, you get 3 poisonous snakes that are nearby you. How many do you want to gather?
All 3.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I was saying, but I mean, this pit is like literally densely filled with snakes.
Oh, I'll
You
just
could dig around
gather
if you wanted to.
No, I'll just gather the 3 that are nearby. I'm thinking to extract some poison from them.
Yeah, I know what you're going for.
mean,
I see you,
just
bro.
Take your bag of holding and just start scooping loads full. And then figure it out
Just
later.
armfuls of
Bag-
snakes.
Bag of holding full of dead snakes, and you just dump it on top of somebody. Oh my god, that's fucked up.
Don't worry, guys. These work as water holders. Trust me. We're gonna make millions.
It's a bag of dead nopes, is what it is.
So, did the goblins try and make a snake pit but forget that snakes need food and they just starved here?
That might be something that you would infer, yes.
You're not that smart.
They're crafty, but they're not that smart.
How's this?
All right,
What?
Jason, you walk upon this scene as you make your way down the stairs and through the tunnel, and you see that the rope's already set up. None of your friends are in sight, if you don't have any sort of light with you.
Guys?
No, I guess
light
Merle
on
would
the
still
other
have the
side.
light with him, so you
Yeah.
can see him down in the pit.
Are you playing with the dead snakes?
Yeah. Don't worry about it. It's fine. We'll be right there.
Right. I'm gonna try to use this rope, I guess.
I was gonna jump on the other side, but I don't want to make him fall.
Okay.
Start bouncing.
So,
You can
make
do
me
it. You can do it.
check with advantage.
One off. So let's see.
Head first into a pile of snakes.
Dex 3, so 19.
19, yeah. You definitely managed to get across. It's a bit of a slow process, but you can shuffle your way across the 2 ropes.
Oh, it's nice that this was already set up like this, huh?
Yeah, nobody did that. Sophie, should we just climb up the wall on the other side instead of going on the rope?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, we might as well, right?
You're a dick.
All right, so we'll just start, walking up the. I think it's great that I can just kind of walk vertically and not even.
Well, I still have 30 feet of rope because I cut the excess that I left on the thing, so I still have 30 foot of rope, or 20.
Okay.
50 foot. So yeah, I still have 20 feet of popcorn garland.
Sure.
I suppose we leave this set up in case we need a quick getaway.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that would be any quicker, but yeah.
Not if you're a bat and I raise both my arms holding the cloak. Let's start walking.
God, man. I think it's cooler to. I don't know. Like, I'm happy you're climbing, and I can shoot that web. It's pretty cool.
It's basically only Jason who has to use the rope.
Right?
I don't have to, but I don't want to waste my spells.
Son of a bitch. What a waste of time. Anyway.
All right, so what do we see? What do we see on the other side?
As you are walking along a little bit, it seems to be sort of the same kind of tunnel setup, and there is a little hole that is carved into the wall on your left. The same kind of goblin-sized hole you saw before.
Can I see if anyone has traveled through that hole recently?
Survival check.
Give me the knife and gun, Uncle Merle.
It's a 10.
You can see that there's a lot of scuffles on the ground, but I mean, it's a place that has obviously been used at some point in its lifetime.
That's what the 10 will get you.
And there's darkness ahead.
I think we should fill up that hole so nothing can pop out of it and get us from behind.
There's a lot of inferred comments in there, Uncle Merle.
How do you know, kid?
How are we gonna... I'm an adult. How are we gonna fill this hole? And with what?
Anybody
Good question.
We could fill it with dead snakes.
Oh, yes.
Or we could just set a trap. We could just set a trap by it, so if anything comes through it, then we'll know at least.
What kind of trap?
We could make like a simple tripwire trap with like a bell on it or something, or like what do we have for?
Do you have a bell?
Well, that's what I'm asking. I'm looking through my.
I have a garrote.
A garrote?
That would be a good tripwire. Garrote.
God, that cut legs.
Oh, how about this? I've got a shovel. Can we like make a tripwire so that the shovel is suspended above the hole, and if something goes through it, the shovel falls on their head and goes boing?
It has to make that noise. It's very important.
It'll definitely hurt.
I think you could do that if you set up some pythons and stuff with it as like a pulley. Are any of you proficient in thieves' tools?
I am.
Nope.
Okay, so then you are going to roll for it, I imagine, to roll a survival check with advantage.
Sweet. So that's a 22 and. I hate it when it falls on the ground.
Oh, it doesn't count.
Once he finishes that.
I just re-roll it whenever it hits ground. It doesn't count once it hits ground.
So best roll was a 22.
Oh yeah, you can definitely set up this trap. You're not sure how far away you'll be able to hear it, but it's all set up as you intended.
Might give someone a headache too.
Yeah, you might do a little bit of damage if someone tries to come through this hole, and also you might be able to hear it. And the shovel is of such a size that you might even be able to block it off, although it will be pretty easy to shovel side.
Right. Well, since we're stopped here making this trap, Merle would like to try and extract poison from these.
You are making the trap.
I was just going to say.
Take extra time.
Fine. Fine. I'd like to try and extract some poison after I make the trap.
As he's making.
Okay.
My hat has a little bell on it. This could have worked, I guess, huh? Later.
Roll me another survival check then. Do you have like a bottle? Anything to put this poison in?
I have an iron pot.
Nope. I mean, you could put it in there. It's gonna get all sloshy though.
My eyes! It's on my fingers and my eyes.
All right, I'll just hold off. I'll just hold on to the snakes for now until I can find a bottle.
Yeah, just put them in your bag of holding.
Well, still roll me that survival check.
It's 14 on the die plus 7, so 21.
Okay, so you know a little bit about snakes and how they work, and you know that once a snake is dead, it is, especially for a while, you can't really force an extraction. You will have to cut it open and remove the venom sacs, or you can hope that there's some still left in the teeth.
All right, fine. I cut the heads of the snakes off, and I put those in my pack and leave the dead snake bodies underneath the shovel trap.
Okay, perfect.
I give Alora inspiration.
For knowing about snake heads.
Yeah.
I'll save that for my next game. Here we go.
That's
true
though.
Yeah.
I know. I've had to do it before in D&D, so.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys continuing on through this hallway?
Yes.
Onward.
Okay. As you walk down the hallway, you are seeing these same sort of craggy walls and dirt floor, and it kind of opens up into a larger area. And you see ahead of you that the ground has been flooded.
Ooh. Yeah, so it's the chamber's flooded, you say?
Yes. There is some gross moss and mold growing on top of it. Of the water, you can tell that's stagnant. You can't really tell how deep it is because water is really dirty, and there's some really rickety wooden bridges just sort of crisscrossing around to get to the other side. This is 60 feet across.
Hello.
Bro's concerned about the mold.
Mm-hmm. You should be. It's terrible for your house. So.
Yeah, he had an aunt who had mold in her house once, and they almost died.
Jesus,
he's really that can happen. You can die from mold.
Yeah, I know, but man, that's scary.
Wait, what color?
Are we concerned about the goblin health here?
That's what I'm wondering, if it's green mold or blue mold or yellow mold.
Yeah, what color?
It looks green. It's green. It's on top of the water. It's kind of scummy.
I pull out my toy fishing rod.
I want to see a list of your inventory, Kelly.
Yeah, right.
Me too. I don't even know what's in there. It's just
No, fishing rod's totally valid. You get a little notification at the top of your screen that says there are no fish here.
Oh. Still, I'll rock it and see what happens.
Anybody have a lit torch, like actual fire?
Nope.
Nope.
It was quite flammable.
Didn't you have like a billion torches when you were trying to fight Bill?
I do have some torches. They're just
Oh, that's
all right.
the guy I couldn't lock. You know, the guy that's,
I have a thermite flare.
he tries to bring you good stuff.
You wanna toss a
Bring me
thermite
food.
flare into the mold?
Not really.
Me either. I have one as well. So Merle's gonna try and light the mold on fire with his tinderbox.
With your what? Tinderbox?
Yeah, let's try and throw a spark into the fire and see if he can, or throw a spark into the mold.
Merle, if you do that, where's the smoke gonna go?
How high are the ceilings?
It kind of like is barely visible, but it's only about like 40 feet up.
I don't know. What do you think, Jason?
I just don't want us to choke ourselves to death.
That's where all the fun's at.
That's valid. That's a very good concern.
All right. Does it look like there's a path? Like there's no path around, or
There's bridges.
There's some like rickety little like panels that have been sort of nailed together that crisscross across the marsh.
Huh.
Aren't you an epic spider? Can't you just claw the wall?
Yeah, I'm trying not to completely defeat all of her traps. As I climb.
Oh, you could
Or-
crawl.
or
That
how-
doesn't
or
mean
you
everyone
flying.
can crawl.
I could get on your shoulders and you could throw me like a bird and I could fly across.
Yeah, or you could just fly across.
Like a raven.
It looks like this has become like Jason's dungeon. Like, how are we gonna get Jason across?
Yeah.
Yep, well, I could fly across and some giant mouth comes out. Oh, there goes Kanat.
I'm going to.
Who knows?
I'm going
That's
to
a
pull out
lot
my
deeper.
10-foot pole,
Oh my
Your
god.
10-foot pole. Okay, cool.
and I'm going to see how deep the water is.
You stick it all the way in. Do you get your hand on the water?
No.
Yeah, you can't quite reach the bottom.
All right. Well, it's pretty deep. I'm gonna get it out and wipe it off and put it back in the.
Your hand?
I reel
the pole.
my pole back
It's
in.
metal.
Like, how's there no fish in here? And I put it back in my bag. I throw a handful of gumdrops in there.
Oh, you throw food in there?
Yeah, gumdrops from my bag.
Now that was a joke. You do notice that the surface of the water kind of moves around a little bit, and you see some small fish swirl around.
No, I'm afraid. And I run back towards my lower half.
All right, so there's stuff in there. There's probably bad stuff in there, I bet you. Anyway. Is it a goblin
Maybe.
cave?
You want to?
So Merle's gonna just kind of test out the bridge. Maybe see if it's rigged to fall at all. He wants to make sure. While he can climb along the walls, he wants to make sure that Jason's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
He's a good friend.
It seems pretty sturdy as you test it out with your foot.
Are there any? Oh, sorry. Are there any traps out there too? Yeah.
Perception.
It's a natural 20. Right there
Yeah,
on the
so
dice.
you don't think that the wood itself is trapped in any way. It just appears that the trap in this room is the water itself. You can see into the water and you see the fish and you are very suspicious of them. If you want to roll survival, you might know something about them.
Survival check was a 12 plus 7, so 19.
They're piranhas.
Ah, shit! That's gonna hurt, guys.
There's
Ooh,
a
I
lot
want
of
their
them.
teeth. I want all their teeth. How big are they? Are they like big piranha?
Piranhas are pretty small. It's about the size of your fist. Yeah.
They don't have the.
Well, not your fist. Maybe
Yeah,
like
size of your head.
Jason's fist.
Do they have the extended jaw with like their teeth coming out over the top?
Yeah, they're like,
Or
creepy.
So Merle
You
turns
can't see
back
their
around.
teeth right now. They're not interested in the gummy bears, but you know what they are.
They're only interested in fear, guys. You can walk through a pool of piranhas, and as long as you're not afraid, you're fine. Or bleeding. You don't want to be bleeding either.
Or they're not hungry.
Interesting. Why don't you swim across then?
Yeah, no thanks. So,
But you're the bravest person I know.
Oh no, you have met a lot of people, huh?
Merle turns around and tells everyone, "Hey guys, looks like the bridges are not trapped, but the water's full of piranhas. Good luck, Jason."
A giant snake bites
Aw.
his head off. Oh shit!
Yeah, that's when the shark comes out of the water, and
No.
There's nothing really bad out there.
I'm gonna start making my way across on the platforms.
Okay. Roll me a dex check.
Well, that's a 19 on the die.
19. Damn. Yeah, you cross across these pretty easily. It's a little rickety, and you have to be sure of your footing with each step, but you make it across.
It's that time I trained in the monastery after my parents were killed. Just kidding, my parents are still alive.
From the type group?
No tragic backstories here.
I fly across.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, Merle's gonna climb up the wall and walk across on the ceiling.
Okay. Are you leaving Sophie behind?
Sophia, how are you getting
What are you doing, Sophie? What do you want to
I'm gonna try and jump across as well.
Whoa.
No, are you gonna walk, you
do?
mean?
Platforms?
Walk
Yeah.
across, yeah.
Yeah, okay,
platforms.
Not
So
jumping.
I was thinking jumping puzzle whenever we
It's
said
okay.
platforms.
I'm gonna take a swim. Whoa. The one
Yeah,
getting-
like a platform game? No, I hate
Yeah.
those. None of that shit in here. Yeah, so go ahead and make me a dex check.
Okay. Oh, I keep trying to use that website. 7.
7.
Yeah.
Oh.
You get about a third of the way there, and your foot slips, and one of your legs goes into the water.
And now I have one leg.
You can definitely feel things swarming towards you, and you feel a bite on your leg.
Ow.
You're gonna take 2 damage right now.
Oh.
We got a bleeder.
Pull your leg out.
Yes.
Okay,
No, I'm just gonna leave
No.
it.
you can do
I-
whatever you want. But
I
I've
just want to
always
use
wanted
my
to
bow.
be eaten by fish.
yeah, so you slip, you get your leg hurt a little bit, and you see them kind of snapping at your leg as you pull it out of the water. And
Oh.
you're a third of the way there.
Okay.
Make me another dex check.
Yep.
Uncle Merle, why would you let her get hurt?
It's like 8.
Oh, gee.
8!
It's better.
It's a little bit better. Yeah, you get about halfway there, and you slip again. Your friends are just watching, I guess. And you slip again on the wood, and this time you fall forward, and your arm falls into the water.
Oh my god,
Oh,
thank god her
no.
face didn't hit the water. Oh! my
And
God.
well, she didn't roll below 5. And you're gonna take 3 damage this time as 2 little piranhas swim up and bite your arm before you pull it out.
Okay. And that's one more dex check, right?
Yeah, well, at least.
I look at
Oh,
Uncle
no.
Merle. Why aren't you helping her?
22.
Okay, yeah. You get across, and unscathed, you
Well,
dexterously move across the boards.
So Merle was gonna wait for her. That's why I said, Sophie, what do you want to do? Because Merle was gonna wait, and she made the decision to
She's
go.
like,
for
I'm
the
gonna
bridge.
fucking go.
In all fairness,
It should have fine.
Yeah.
yeah, you didn't lose too much health.
No.
I
Or
do,
flesh.
I do medicine, and I wrap mistletoe and gauze around her
Dude,
wounds.
mistletoe is highly toxic.
Poisonous.
Poison.
Yeah, I know.
My leg falls off.
Oh no.
So
What would you roll?
I rolled a 13, but I wrap it with kind of like wrapping paper gauze.
Okay.
Christmas.
Yeah. It's not bleeding anymore.
yeah. How bad is the damage? How many points did you lose total?
I've only lost 9 from my max. So.
Oh my, that's a lot. I'm eyeballing Uncle Merle as I'm wrapping her wounds with wrapping paper style gauze. You're
It's the
a
people
that's
have
one way
to
to
take
do
care
it.
of each other.
Jesus.
You're a monster.
So Merle's going to look around and see if there are any threats or bad guys over here. He's a little concerned.
Just
Okay,
a giant golem waiting for us. Okay, now you guys are paying attention.
It's just tapping its foot.
As you search around and you're looking around the tunnel a little bit, you can see that there is a trigger on the ground.
A trigger?
Yeah, there's like a sort of like a plate that looks like a rock, but you can tell that it's not very well hidden.
Huh. You guys want to press the trigger,
I really do.
right?
Are we gonna throw something? All right.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't be right next to it, right?
Can we see where it's connected to?
No, it's just in the ground. Roll me a perception check. The two of you that are looking.
13, I believe.
2.
2? Yep, just a trigger on the ground.
All right. Merle, as we know, has the tendency to act first and think later. So he's just going to go over and hit the trigger.
Thank you. This is my favorite trap. It's a bear trap. A hinge opens up in the ceiling and a bear falls on top of you. Roll initiative.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's awesome. It's a bear trap.
Is the bear alive?
Yeah, it's very much alive.
For now.
I had one of these in my game recently, but my bear was sadly just a skeleton.
Aw.
Look, Uncle Jason, they fed the bear, but not the snakes.
14.
15.
14 and 15. I'm sorry. Okay, Jason?
45.
Oh, jeez. This is 19?
24.
24. Oh, sorry. And you, Canop?
21.
Some good dice. All right. So it falls on top of you, Merle, but you manage to kind of move out of the way. As you see this big old hinge come out of the ceiling and this bear just fall to the ground. And Jason, you got the jump on it. You're first.
Oh shit.
First thing I was like, well, wasn't expecting that. I'm gonna just ask it a question.
You're gonna ask a question?
Yeah, you can act it.
All right.
14.
Yep, that'll hit. It's a bear.
12. 12 damage.
15. All right, yeah, you walk up and you take a big chunk out of its shoulder, and you see it kind of crumple.
Bad bear. Stand on the ceiling.
It was probably just chilling
Who
watching.
put it up there?
Probably watching park videos and stuff, and we just
Park videos.
Watching National Geographic.
Trying to steal a picnic basket.
Bears beat it.
All right, 12 damage, and
What kind of bear is this?
it's a bear.
Would
You
be a
wanna roll
couple
survival?
different
It's not your turn.
No. I'm okay.
Not actually, it is your turn.
It is his
Ah!
turn.
Unless you are done, Jason.
Yeah, I'm
You
done.
done? Okay.
For first action, I'm gonna roll to see what type of bear it is, because who knows? 20. Dirty 20.
It's a brown bear.
And I
You know, it's
fire
the
it
kind
at-
of bear that wastes your action.
Yeah, well, I have two actions because I'm a fighter. I fire an arrow into it, right into its ass. 16.
Yep, that'll hit.
Oh. 9 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, it sort of groans and you get it right in the butt.
Yay! I won.
Right in the buttocks.
It's still up though.
That's it.
So it is going to be Sophie's turn.
I am going to cast grease on the bear.
It's a greasy bear.
It's gonna be a greasy bear. So, slick grease covers the ground in a 10-foot square. When the grease appears, each creature standing in its area must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or fall prone.
Okay.
It's 16 is the DC.
So that's me too, right?
Yeah, you're right up next to the bear.
Sorry. Just really wanted to see a greasy bear.
She like shoots out a big fountain of grease, and you see the bear sort of like as it's trying to get up, as it's being attacked, it falls onto the ground. Then Jason falls.
You hear Jason laugh at it and then slip.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you like point at it?
Yeah. He's like, ha ha. Oh.
Okay. Is that your full action?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so now Merle, it is your turn.
So this bear's pretty weak, huh? And now he's like on the ground.
Yeah, he got shot up and axed, and now he is prone.
So he might be kind of scared, huh?
He's not doing great. He's very confused.
Merle's gonna try and make an animal handling check to see if he can kind of persuade the bear to not be our enemy and maybe be our friend.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Is he big enough to ride, by the way?
And he's pretty big.
All right.
He's got
It's a brown bear.
Come on, nat 20. Holy fucking shit! It's a nat 20.
Okay. The bear. So describe to me what you're doing.
So
for this animal.
Merle's doing Merle's doing the whole like wild Mustang routine where he's got his hands up and kind of walks towards the bear slowly, and he's like, "Shh, girl, come on, quiet down, cool off, come on." And he kind of slowly talks to the bear, and he's like, "Come on, you're not so bad, right?" And he's trying to trying to calm the bear down and get it to be friendly with us, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the idea.
So with your check,
Yogi, look out!
You do manage to calm the bear down, and you're looking at this bear, and you can see that it has 3 slashes over its right eye. It seems to be like a scar, and the bear looks at you, and it's kind of like put off, and it's going to take the chance to run away. Does anyone make attacks of opportunity on the bear?
I'm prone, so I
do I have any rope left?
I mean, I could fire an arrow.
Wait, let's try and
It's up to you.
It could be a powerful ally / mount for a tiny one.
Behold!
You got rope left, don't you?
Yeah, but it's not like it's just there. I have to pull it out and tie it into a bow.
Yeah, it's running away. You guys don't have any actions except for if you're going to make an attack.
Yeah.
You would have to equip your rope.
Merle? I have an arrow ready. Reaction attack, Uncle Merle. Do I kill it?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Ah!
You're just gonna murder the bear?
Let it
I don't want to kill it. He might fight us later.
Can I try to
Or he might help you
the
later.
little guy?
I'm shaking. What do I do?
Don't kill it. He's running through the grease, right?
Yeah.
Is it possible that he could slip?
We could set him on fire.
Yeah,
Good
you
idea.
could slip. Can't he? Do you have to roll another dex check, or is it just difficult terrain?
He has to roll another dex check.
Okay.
Whenever he's moving in it, anytime someone enters or ends their turn there, they must succeed on a dex check or fall prone.
Yeah, he falls again. He falls onto the ground and he grunts. And he looks upset.
You and me both, buddy.
What should we do with this bear?
So that was your check. It's now the bear's turn. It did try to run from your animal handle check. You feel like you could recognize this bear if you from other bears. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
It is going to get up and try and run again.
It's good to know. We're gonna get a room full of bears and.
Finally, okay, it runs. It kind of like looks around at all of you and it roars and it takes off down the tunnel. It doesn't make it very far. It's only going to make it about 20 feet because it had to stand up. And it's going to be Jason's turn.
So we're letting that thing go, right?
Yeah.
Guess so.
I mean, I wanted to make it a mount for our little gnomish friend. I don't know if we have a way of doing that.
I can talk to animals.
Pull a Santa tray out of my sleigh, out of my bag. Behold, a small ride.
I'm sorry,
going
Jason,
to. I said I can talk to animals if we need to. Something, you know.
It's up to you, man.
Rah, rah, rah,
I think I'm just gonna let it go for now, though, and try to. I'm gonna try to wiggle my way out of the grease.
Okay. It's a dex check.
14.
I don't remember if that saves, Allison.
No, that doesn't save. It's a 16.
You fall down again.
I'm sorry.
I haven't been this greased up for a long time.
But not never.
It lasts for a minute, so this is like 10 rounds, by the way.
Yep.
Quick, everybody
All right.
gets in combat with each other, and then it'll last only 15 seconds.
All right, it's Kanat's turn.
Well, I don't know what to do because they didn't want me to kill the bear, so I'm just standing there looking around going, what do we do?
Okay. Yeah, you can put off your turn. So then it is
I mean, I still have the arrow ready. I'm not...
Sophie?
Yeah, I don't know if I have anything beneficial.
You can delay your action if you want to do like a readied action.
No, I'm just gonna wave goodbye. Goodbye, bear friend.
Okay.
Live well.
And Merle, you have a chance to do something.
Swear to God, if you attack this thing, I'm gonna be pissed.
I'm not going to kill the bear. No, I didn't want to kill the bear to begin with. But he's taken a lot of damage from us.
Hey,
So,
Jason. There
Yeah,
was a bear that fell out of the freaking sky.
No, I mean, I don't hate you for it. I think I probably would have done the same thing if it had been my first initiative and I had time to think. But I'm going to try one more animal handling check. I know it's from distance, but I'm going to try and get him to like come back and like, you know, hang out with us. Maybe if I can approach it, because I can move enough to get to it. So that's what I'm gonna walk up to it and I'm gonna be doing my animal handling while I get close to it and see if I can like. Before I couldn't get close to it because of the grease, but now I'm gonna try and like put a hand on it and see if I can.
Okay. So you approach it and then make a check.
Yeah, I don't have any healing spells, do I? Because I could instead of approach it, heal it, but no, I don't. All right, so I'm gonna get close to it and I'm going to make a animal handling check.
Can't wait to put this on your tombstone. Merle, he was almost bearable.
So it's a 13 on the die plus 7, so dirty 20.
Yeah. The bear kind of over at you, and it looks at the marshy area that it was about to flee into, and it decides that it has nowhere to go, and it kind of sits down and looks at you warily.
See it off.
All right.
You guys are out of combat.
Okay, so Merle's gonna take a healing potion out of his pack and attempt to feed it to the bear. He's got a bowl. Merle has a bowl. Actually, the iron pot. You can just fill the iron pot. So you're gonna fill the iron pot with a healing potion and try and get the bear to drink it.
Make another animal handle check.
That one is a 9 plus 7, so a 16.
Yeah. It kind of like sniffs it, and then it takes a little lap, and it feels better, and so it drinks a couple more. You can kind of see it like slurping up into the pot, and you see its wounds close up a little bit, and it huffs and sits on the ground, kind of separate from the group.
Jason tries 2 more times to get up before he's successful.
Poor Jason.
Flopping around like a dead
You
fish.
just see him like, ugh, in the background.
So Merle wants to see if Knot will get close to the bear, because I really want to see a gnome ride a bear.
I will try my animal handling as I approach. Let's see how this goes. Oh, 18, 19?
You can walk up and pet the bear, and it doesn't seem like it's like that deterred by you. It's kind of calm, but it looks at you warily. If you try and get on the back of the bear, it's going to stand up. Let me remind you, folks, this is not a trained animal.
While they're trying to bear whisper, I'm going to
Yeah.
start a ritual of speak with animal.
Come up from behind and slice its head off.
It
Behold!
doesn't know what you're doing, so it doesn't try and attack you. It doesn't seem to know what's happening. It stands up and kind of backs away when you try and get on top of the bear.
Oh, I'm not trying to get on top. I'm just approaching, trying to do the whole.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
I still don't know what his intentions are, or Uncle Merle's intentions, because it's not like he's like, I want you to ride it. So I'm just like approaching, trying to be nice, and I pull out bandages to wrap up. It's the
So,
typical
Jason.
snowman wrapping paper.
Jason, what you doing?
I'm casting speak with animal as a ritual.
Okay.
That takes 10 minutes.
All you hear
Go
is
ahead.
sobbing,
You definitely have plenty of
crying.
time with everyone trying to like
Okay.
touch the bear.
I'm just
Sophie,
gonna
do
like.
you have anything to do with this? Sorry?
I'm gonna get my Steel Defender out.
Okay.
Because it is a bear, but it's like a teddy bear, and maybe it will see it as a kindred robot.
We are friendly.
Yes, look, we have our own robot bear.
We're Bear Force One. I'm gonna make it
Yes.
happen. Everyone's
Bear.
Bear Force One.
What?
I'm going to pull out my totem and put it down.
Okay.
And focus on the spirit of the bear and try to understand it while I'm doing the ritual. And that's my totem animal, is the bear.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Okay,
have
are
a couple
you-
bears, right?
Yeah, are you going to say anything initially, or are you just trying to get the vibe of the bear at first?
Well, when I've finally finished the ritual, I'm going to be like, sorry about hitting you.
So you can feel that the bear is frightened. It's confused. It's kind of confused. It's looking around, and once you reach out to it, it is surprised. And I imagine speak with animals is not so much like a literal thing. It still has a low intelligence.
Yeah.
And so it's reaching out to you as a person of nature, and it is looking for comfort from you.
I'm going to just talk to it a little bit and try to figure out how it got here and if it knows anything else about the cave.
So it conveys to you that it's a dangerous cave. You feel fear coming off of the bear, and sort of uncertainty, and you can kind of see it thinking about the cage it was in before, on the ceiling, and you can see that there are tunnels attached to it that are big enough for a bear.
Is Merle, can you get up there and see if there's a lock?
Up on the ceiling in the cage area.
Maybe we can bypass some stuff if we go through the tunnel.
All right, so yeah, I'll climb up to the cage area there.
Okay, yeah, you see that there is some like wooden walls. They're pretty well enforced, but you can see through the slats that there is like tunnels that lead beyond, and they're quite a bit larger than the tunnels you had encountered previously.
I holler back down. Looks like there's some more tunnels up here. I don't know if we're all gonna fit through the slats of this cage, though.
Is it just wood?
Oh yeah. Hold on a second. Yeah, I guess we could just burn it.
What? Oh, yeah, I mean, that's an option, I guess. Or we could break through.
Oh yeah, good point.
I asked the bear, how far away is anybody from where he was at?
Can you speak with animals?
Nope, but I'm just talking to the animal.
It does not. It kind of like looks over at you as you make noise. It does not respond.
Jason,
he's offering himself up to you as food.
Nope, that's not what I said.
You see the bear lick its chops.
Nope. I will shove that arrow so far up the rest of your video.
So I talked to my talking to my
self.
My sword. I'm going to talk to my sword and ask it if it thinks it can break through the walls of this meager wooden prison.
You get no response.
Going to try to use me on wood?
How dare you?
How dare you?
Like, fine, we're doing this.
Ow! 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 Ow!
I'm going to throw a hand axe like right next to Merle.
You going to throw a hand axe up?
Yep.
All right. Do I need the dex roll to see if I catch it?
Let's see how bad of a throw I do.
So let's do attack roll.
19.
Yeah, it goes up right next to you. Catch.
Hey, thanks, bud. Sword thanks you too.
Ow!
Sure
I'll just start chipping away at the wood.
Okay, roll me a strength check.
The 17. That was a 19 for a second. So 17 plus 3, so dirty 20.
Yeah, it doesn't take too long. You kind of had to like wedge the axe under some nails and break apart a couple things, but you managed to chop your way into the tunnel.
All right. I'm in.
Woo! Now we need to get everybody up there
and set the bear free.
Yeah, that's the sad part is he won't be able to get up there probably.
What you guys doing?
How much? We don't have any rope left, do we?
I might have.
He has 20 feet of rope. The boy.
But I'd have to throw it up to you.
Is it how high? The ceilings are 40 feet, aren't they?
Yeah, but I can still shoot an arrow up to you, and then we can stand on Uncle Merle or Uncle Jason's shoulders.
I mean, I can just run down. I can scurry down and carry the two smaller ones up, but
Jason, that's the problem.
Yeah.
I'm not a problem.
He's the problem child.
I wonder if I can haul things in with the web, or if it's just. Let's see.
You're not Spider-Man, but maybe.
Jason.
Don't you have rope? We can knot our two pieces of rope together. They're supposed to be 50 foot each. So.
I have some yarn.
Did you trim the other rope that you sent across so that you'd have 20 feet?
I thought you had some silver rope.
Oh, do I still have that silver? I think I do. I think you're right.
Yes, use that up.
Can always pull it back up after you.
Yeah. All right. So I still don't know what this rope does. The silver rope that I have. But
it's silver rope. It's made of silver.
Yeah, it's a magical rope though. Kelly just hasn't told me what it does.
Well, it's super strong, so it'll hold everybody.
Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna tie the rope off up above, and then I'll climb down the rope and grab the two small guys. Actually, I probably have to do it
one at a time.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can do that.
I can take Sophie on my back while Don't Touch Me climbs the rope.
Yeah.
Okay. Make me a strength save. Cannot.
Fall.
13.
Yeah, you barely make it. You kind of slip a couple times and get like rope burn on your hands.
I'm so weak. I'm so small.
But you make it up. You're pretty light. You can pull yourself up there.
Yeah,
I'm chuckling.
Jason?
I'm going to tell the bear that we'll come back for it. We're gonna.
You get the sense that it's not going anywhere, and
Okay.
It's looking to you for guidance. And if you want it to wait here, it'll wait here.
I'll tell it to just, if it wants to wander around, it can, but to be careful and, not get into too much trouble.
Tell it we're going to avenge its capture with the evil goblins.
Ask it if it was actually a
We'll
person.
bring it back some goblin heads.
I was just going to say, I'll bring it back some goblin stuff.
Goblin jerky.
And then I'll start climbing the rope.
Strength save.
Oh, he should be able to handle that.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
A 2.
Unless he rolls a
Burn
1.
your hands.
Well, I didn't roll a 1.
Uh-oh. Uh-huh.
But it's a 10.
It's a 10. Okay, yeah. Shockingly, you're even more embarrassing than Kanat. With your armor and everything, you just kind of like slip several times, and you've got your disguised stuff, your ninja outfit. But you just barely make it up the rope and grab onto the edge, pull yourself up.
Merle's like,
Oh, that
use
was-
your legs!
A little farther than I was expecting.
You used it with just running.
Really tempted to just push him on.
A horrible death.
Yeah, I
And
gather.
nothing of value.
Once we're all up, I gather up the rope and put it back in my pack. I forgot I had that silver rope.
Okay, you guys are in a tunnel. You can kind of see that there is faint light coming from either from the ends that you're in. You can kind of see that it was a cage with 4 walls. You broke through one of the walls. You can kind of see that there was another tunnel to the right of you. And then the other 2 are kind of blocked off. It's just solid rock.
Oh. All right.
But you can get up onto this ledge. It's a lot more comfortable to stand in this area. And you can see like faint light at the end of the tunnel.
Well,
Is my arrow still glowing with light?
Yeah.
I can stop it whenever you want, but I think we should head towards the light, huh?
Oh, jeez. I've always heard that's a bad idea.
Yeah, that doesn't sound wise.
Lead the way, Uncle Merle.
So you guys proceed down the tunnel, and it is kind of sloping upwards from what you can tell. You can tell that this is a path that's way more frequently used than the ones that you had used before. And you start to hear a crackling fire. And you can tell that pretty soon this is going to open up into a room.
Merle knocks the glowing arrow to his bowstring.
Okay.
I reset my arrow as well to ready an attack.
You guys continue on then?
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. And I think that's where we're going to end it for tonight. Thank you all for listening to Crumpets and Kerosene. Download next week's episode to find out what happens to our gamers. You can find and subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and anywhere that you find podcasts. You can find all of our social media accounts on our website, crumpetsandkerosene.com. And there you can send us a message with comments or suggestions for the show. We'd also really love it if you would leave us a review on iTunes. Sound effects are sourced from freesound.com and Vegas Pro 17, and all of our editing is done in-house. Special thanks to Iron Heed for letting us use their song Heroes off of their album Enter the Dungeon as the intro and outro to our show.
Then a medicine to see if it's alive. Like once he got to it.
Kelly, you ain't the DM right now.
Yeah.
This is my world, bitch.
I'm just looking at the skills. What? You guys do that all the time in my game.
Just saying.
All right.
All
so
the time.
what would
Now you know
like
how
me
it
to
feels.
roll? What would you like me to roll, Madam DM?